Tomo actually cleans up mighty nicely. And after getting a makeover, I mean, June couldn't even really recognize her. So anyway, we just got done watching the latest episodes where Tomo-chan is a girl. I believe the episodes 5 and 6. Tomo-chan had her birthday, and then her friends, essentially throwing her a makeover to get her out, and so get ice cream and stuff while they, prepare for her birthday stuff. But it was a very, very, very good episode, and every time I watch this show, I can't help but laugh. I mean, you get a chance to check out my Patreon, you can see all the reactions live, but one thing about this show is I'm always smiling every time I watch it, because it's such a good story and such a cute story. Just the dynamic between June and Tomo, they have such a strong friendship, and it's just the fact that, yes, people are trying to kind of push them into like a loving relationship, and they kind of, have that aspect that, yes, they do care about each other, but it's just the fact we always see everything from Tomo's perspective, her point of view. We know of June basically from her side of the story, whether it's with her friends and them talking to her what she should do. We don't really see so much of June and like his daily life or what he does during school hours and stuff. We're always seeing what Tomo's doing. I mean, the anime is about Tomo, but it also is about their dynamic as well. And so here we got in this episode a lot more information from June, talking to Tomo, not knowing that it actually is her. And he's essentially just kind of saying how he looks up to Tomo as a person, like especially when they were young and kids, that he always felt like Tomo was a better person than him. So he tried to emulate her and her strength by becoming strong himself. And yet he learned something here through the whole dodgeball incident that happened in this episode, that he always felt that she was so strong. Yet in this dodgeball, she passed the ball, which I believe their dodgeball is like, you pass the ball to someone that's out, they can tag someone from outside to mark it in. I'm kind of basing off like Context Hunter rules, I believe. And for the most part, they win. And they win because she passed it and not trying to fight it herself, which June didn't expect her to pass at all. He didn't expect it at all. And that's why she's not only growing physically, maybe she's maturing and becoming emotionally stronger as well, better than him. And he's still looking at her, as he said, looking at her back and seeing how strong she is. He wants things to be as they were when they were younger. Like, essentially, they just had fun. They hung out, they enjoyed each other's company, and just kind of did things together. And he enjoys that. But now, as he said himself, they're in high school and things are more complicated now. And it's like, why can't things be like they were? Now, granted, he cares about her, and that's why you always find him trying to collect himself, which was a great segment in this aspect where he just wanted to have Tomo to come over and play games. Really, play games, play video games, because they used to do it in the past. But this time, it was an overnight thing. And the fact that, being a boy-girl thing, no parents around, staying over, it did complicate things a little bit. And June had to keep collecting himself, like get himself together, because he's getting these feelings flare up. He's trying to control them because he just wants to be friends, yet he does care about her. And it's just hilarious to see everything that is ensuing between them. I'm enjoying seeing all the different dynamics and different things they go through to kind of propel the relationship forward, whether or not if they are going to take that next step or just kind of still stay friends, yet propel it in the future, because they don't have to be boyfriend girlfriend now. They're just in high school. They can wait till later. You never know. Another aspect that was really good through these episodes is we're finding more about Carol Carol. We always knew that Carol was an oddball, and we knew that Carol was rich as well, but it seems as if Carol might be a genius as well. So through these episodes, we learn more and more about Carol. Carol likes to slide herself into things, and she tries to be all cutesy and dumb, but the fact of the matter is, I think she might end up being the smartest of them all. Carol's mother acts just like her. It's like, okay, but then they're sly with it. They don't sit there and try to come at you from a direct approach. They kind of come around the corner. And it's like, okay, all right, like Carol is doing math problems, but Carol can do complicated math problems in her head. But then she has her own system of doing it, even though it may not be the most orthodox way of doing it. And she ends up getting first place in the rankings of the scores in the midterms. So it's like, okay, so she shows intelligence, and with each episode, it's always Carol in the background, seeming like she's kind of slightly manipulating some things, like trying to weave into the relationship with Tomo-chan, or kind of being along there. Because, for example, several episodes before, where Carol didn't know whether or not Tomo, like how she act or liked, and so she was told, just hang around June for a little bit and you'll kind of see how it works. So she hangs around June for a day, you know, being all goofy and everything, and then she sits back and notices Tomo and June's kind of relationship, and then she excuses herself. Like, she's just like, okay, I'm out. So there's a sign of intelligent life in that empty shell, and this intelligent life might just be something to watch out for. But I do like the fact that Carol is not the typical dumb broad, like, oh, cutesy and goofy and dumb, that she's like, okay, she's smart with it. So as the episodes go on, I definitely, in each scene, watch Carol, watch what she's doing, because she might be rich and she may know English. They do some English here and there, but watch Carol. I'm telling you, she tries to be all cutesy with it, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the assessment here. Definitely, if you haven't been watching the show, take a look at it. It's actually a really good one, and I think it'll have you laughing, if not smiling, the majority of the times. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below. But make sure you like the video and subscribe for more future analysis on a lot of things anime. You take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.